Hey guys, welcome to Odd Jobs. Well, today we're assembling some Ikea cabinets, and I'll show you very quick, as quick as I can, about doors, putting in doors. There's different kinds of hinges, and Ikea will always supply you with a hinge required for the door you're getting. When you look at your, when you look in your parts list, it's going to say that this cupboard here, which will say 24 lower, it's going to say it has a 5-inch drawer and another 5-inch drawer, and that it's going to have a 20-inch door on it, and 2 shelves are going to go with it. All of this is put all into the parts list, and all the parts are provided for you. Everything was done. Now, we did the drawers the other day. If you want to know how to assemble drawers, you can check out the drawer video in the Ikea Easy playlist. Same with the assembly of the cabinet. It's there too. But today we're doing doors. We're going to open this up. Open it up. Where's my knot knife? There's my knot knife. I have a knot knife right here. Just like that. Going to open the door. All the doors pretty much are the same. A few things change on them, not much. To facilitate this, we're going to put the door up here. So this is our door, this is the front, this is the back. These are where the hinges go. We want our door to open in this direction. Right, the rule of thumb is that if you're beside an appliance, you want to open away from the appliance, not into the appliance, so that the door doesn't get in the way of the appliance. So that's stuff like fridges, stoves, dishwashers, things of that nature. If you can open away from them, you are probably better off. All things considered. A few exceptions to that, like extra wide cabinets that are like 36-inch cabinets or 30-inch cabinets, where you're going to have 2 doors on it. You really don't have a choice. Anyway, I'm babbling on. Here we go. So when you get your bag of hinges, you're going to get different kinds of hinges. They've got all different sizes. This is a 110-degree hinge, meaning that when it's fully open, it's not just 90 degrees, it's 20 degrees more, 10 degrees. So you can get 105-inch, or 105-degree, 125-degree. You can get all wild and wonderful kinds of things. This is the hinge. This is what does all the hinge work. Right here, it pops in and out. Ikea tries to make this easy. You're going to put this in the hole. There's 3 holes here. 1, 2, 3. 2 pinholes, and then the base hole. Put it in there. You press it in with your hands. Okay, don't go crazy trying to tighten it or hammer it down. Should never have to hammer it. Just press it in there. When it's pressed in, fold the flap down. That flap is going to spread out these pins, and that's what's going to grab it so that it won't come off. So make sure it's perfectly seated all the way down before you press that in there. 1, there we go, all the way in, just like that. So that door's like so, no problem. Hunt around inside the bag. You're going to find a couple of these. These are just little pads, you know, stop the doors from clanging. So with these, you put 1 on each side, 1 down low. See that? 1 up high. And then this door, I'm going to set it way over here, out of the way. Away. Okay, so on the cabinet side, you've got these to hook in, and the hinge hooks into it and locks into it. So it'll hook into the hook, right? So this, the little hook piece here, right? Not the flat piece. See, this has got nothing on it. This is the hook. The hook faces the outside of the cabinet, right? And the way that they're designed is that when you're looking at it, not the first set of holes below this drawer, the second set of holes, it goes there. And the hook on the outside, all the way in. Okay, and then tighten these screws. Ikea doesn't recommend you using an impact gun like I use, or a screwdriver, or whatever, because they say that there's damage, you could strip it, all different kinds of stuff. Yeah, all that can happen. if you're experienced enough and you know what you're doing, go ahead and use them because time is what makes you money. That's it. And down here at the bottom, same deal here. Remember when I was assembling cabinets, I told you always put the screws back there and never on the second hole from the bottom, because that's where this hinge plate goes. Like that. Okay. Like that. That's awesome. Okay, so before I put the door on, we're going to put the shelves in, because the shelves are very hard to get in otherwise. Now Ikea gives you the pins for the shelf, and you can put them anywhere here that you like. And when you look at the sides of here, there's actual pinholes on the shelf that rest on the pins. So the configuration is front hole, middle hole, back hole. Okay, so we're going to put those pins in wherever I want. I'm putting 2 in. Chances are when somebody moves in here, I'm going to take one of them out because it's going to be pretty cramped. Awesome, because once you put the doors on, you won't get the shelves in. So we're going to slide this shelf in here, straight to the back and down. Boy, that's easy. Okay. Straight to the back and down. That's awesome. I'm simply going to stand up the door and then rest the bottom in and lock it in. And then the top one the same. 1, 2, and that's it. Now we can see right away we're rubbing on the shelf. So there's some adjustments that we're going to make here as soon as I can find my screwdriver. Okay, so there's basically 3 adjustments that you can make here. This screw way at the back, this is going to pull the door away from the cabinet, like this, or into the cabinet. This screw here is going to shift it left to right. You see that? Okay. And there's one screw in here. It's going to move it up or move it down. And I wanted to lower it a bit because it's rubbing on the drawer above. So that weighs up, this weighs down, that's as far down as it goes. Now, if I move this one down, I'm going to move the one on the top down as well. So now I'm closing it, and the self-closer is doing its job, and it's not rubbing anything. And that's it. So when you have a door that's crooked, you can adjust it toe in, toe out, up, down, back, forth, until it lines up really well. And this is what I'm looking at. You see here, there's a bigger gap here than there is there. And if I'm looking on the side, there's more of a gap here than there is down there. So if I bring this hinge out, I'm going to swing the toe back this way, and in a way kind of lift it up a bit. So just like that, move just a hair, and we're making a more even line. Sounds pretty good. That looks all right. As well as adjusting your doors up, down, in, out, and like angle, whatever. You can also do the same with the drawers. When you open up the drawer, there's this little thingy here. Look at that. And there's 3 screws in there too. and we can imagine what the 3 screws are going to do. The top one here, don't touch it. This one way up here at the very, very top, don't touch it. If you turn that screw, you're going to release the cam, and it's going to, the drawer front's going to pop right off. So that's not it. So the one here at the back, turning it one way or another, or actually, whichever way you turn it. So the screw at the back is an oscillating cam, and so what it does is it turns in an elliptical fashion, and it's going to push the drawer up and down, just like that, right? Now, if you're on a crooked on an angle and you want to straighten it up this way, you can lower this side, raise that side, and you turn it. If you need to shift it over side to side, this screw here will shift it side to side, and it works one way or the other. So you turn it one way, moves it one way, turn it the other way, it moves the other way. And like I said, this one up here, that's the release mechanism. It's take the door right off. Anyway, that's part of that. So that really kind of wraps up this cabinet. We got drawers, we got doors, everything works. Awesome. If you got something out of this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to like and subscribe, all that great stuff. And bookmark this playlist, Ikea Easy. Thanks for watching Odd Jobs.